And welcome back to the Check Me Out Showcase here in Seattle. I'm Marcus Burnett. We're going to bring more live action here from Court 1. This matchup is going to feature Team 1 versus Team 4. This is Team 1's second live stream here today on Prospects Nation TV, powered by the SUV. I would give you a short list of some of the players to watch, but it's so many, it's hard not to leave them all out, so I'll go ahead and let the footage speak for itself here as we're ready to tip this one off. Team 1 has the ball by Lonnie Henson, who had a solid first game, to say the least, showing her versatility and ability to score on the perimeter. Doesn't take long to get started here in this one either. Henson with the mid-range J, splashing nothing but the net. Couple opportunities there inside for Chanice Lewis. Can't get it to go, but they'll have a third try. That shot's off the mark. Amber Ramirez with the rebound, ahead to Henson. Henson too strong there on the layup attempt. And here comes Lewis the other way. Nice pass ahead to finish. Number 244, Dominique Williams. Williams, another representative here from the Boise Hoop Dreams. Her teammate Destiny Slocum played against Amber Ramirez and Team 1 in the first game here on Prospects Nation TV. As we see the aforementioned Ramirez getting a trip to the free throw line. Ramirez having a good Check Me Out showcase so far. Fun battle between her and Slocum there in game 1. Here we see her in the second go round here on court 1. Gets the free throw to bounce around and fall. Dominique Williams, it's tough to guard when she's knocking down that three-pointer. That one's just in and out. Strong move inside. Williams can hit the three-pointer, but when you combine that with her strength and the size that she uses inside, when that three ball is falling, it just makes it an even tougher scenario if you're the defender. I was able to see that back in the Peach State in the Atlanta area during the July period, where Boise Hoop Dreams played there against the Missouri Phenoms, and Williams opened up the game with 3 straight three-pointers. But there we see the bucket inside by Chanice Lewis, who's been active. She's got a few opportunities on goal there on the inside, able to cash in on that one. Behind the back, step back. Shot does everything but stay down there for Ramirez. That was a good look initially there by Lewis. Unable to hold on there is Amari Clinton. Pass was a little low. A good look, Clinton just unable to hold on that time, but a good connection for those two. That'll be a fun duo to watch as this matchup continues. Pass intended inside there for Emma Johnson, but it's stolen away. Ramirez gets a hand on it, able to save it. Nice athleticism by the official to avoid it as well. Got to give the man in stripes some credit. Ramirez can't finish though on the other end, and here comes Lewis. Short jumper, no good by Clinton. Johnson gonna try a three-pointer of her own. She's short on that one. Clinton will bring it the other way. Williams too strong on the 2. Step through and the finish. Strong bucket there by Chanice Lewis. Lewis representing her club team below the rim here. She's just a class of 2017 guard. Already enjoyed seeing her play just up to this point. Look forward to watching that development over the next few years. Addison Clabby will bring it up for Team 1. Henson to Johnson. Johnson gonna put it on the deck. Helter-skelter sequence there, but Henson ends up coming up with it. Uses the shot fake, regathers, and knocks down another three-pointer. Henson continues to play well here at Check Me Out Showcase. Nothing new for her, as her ability to score on the perimeter has been part of her MO. Number 60, Alex Briggs, as well as number 553, Bianca Velasco, checked into the game for Team 1. Nice move, but too strong on the shot there. Henson tries to dial up another three, can't get it to go. Rebound in there by number 107. That layup drill finished by Evina Westbrook. See Westbrook guarding the ball. Nice size by Westbrook there. Got some nice wingspan there, covered up by the long sleeves. The AC unit definitely working here at the facility here at the University of Washington. No complaints. Nice take right there. Got the step, couldn't finish though. It was Addison Walters. A good take nonetheless. Walters very good with her perimeter shooting, but also has a good basketball IQ, as we saw there on that last play, even though the shot didn't fall. Doesn't just rely on the jump shot. Knows when she can get to the rack as well. It'll be fun to watch this matchup between Ramirez and Evina Westbrook. There's Westbrook with it now. Gonna take it all the way to the rack. Eats the contact, and she'll go to the line and shoot one. The one that will count as two. But on the free throw, and across the board, it's just the teams and players have just shot free throws well. Here at the Check Me Out Showcase Seattle. And yes, they are free throws. They are supposed to be a, an assumed part of your offensive attack. You want to be able to knock the freebies down, but how many times do we see, free throws not knocked down? That hasn't been the case here at the Check Me Out Showcase. Stroking the tray ball there, 5:05, Carly Ratowsk. Ratowsk has shown a nice touch from the outside here. Saw the tray ball there, but was able to show the baseline jumper off. Right around that range where we used to always see Udonis Haslem knock it down for the Miami Heat off the kick out. Ramirez loses it on the crossover. Nice defense being played by Westbrook, using her length to bother Ramirez. Going to be called for the reach there. As I mentioned, saw early on that was definitely going to be a matchup to watch. All of these players have been competitive. Nice defense by Westbrook, and she gets the block. Not a whole lot of movement going on there for Team 1. As Ramirez was trying to be patient, kind of set something up, direct traffic. Not a lot of movement going on. And if you're just going to try to dribble and get a shot up against Westbrook, it's going to be tough when you look at her foot speed, ability to move her feet, but also that length, as we saw on that last block. Shot off the mark is saved by Ramirez, but right to Team 4. Ramirez gets the block, saves it to Ratowsk, gets back in bounds, and here comes Team 1 the other way. Stopping and knocking the jump shot down, Giovanni Flowers. Tree of hope, and hope springs eternal when you can knock down the jumpers. like that by Squires. They go inside to Westbrook. Westbrook using the size advantage inside against Ramirez. Can't get the first shot to go, but the second one's cashed in. Number 343, Shayla Smothers. Risky pass there, and it's taken away by Abraham. Abraham gets it to Ramirez. Ramirez trying to get cooking. Can't get that three-pointer to go.
Hey, one back, Sauce. That's on you.
Good hustle there going to the deck to get it by Lorera. The bucket finished by Smothers. But number 422, Evina Westbrook, started off after coming into the game with a score, but it's been her defense that's really impressed me here the past couple minutes. And she's only a class of 2017 guard. She's done her best job of trying to be the best nuisance she can be against a very talented Amber Ramirez. Westbrook's club team, Cal Stars, Nike. Nice to see how Ramirez responds here. Ramirez, no stranger to top tier competition. Definitely facing that here against Westbrook. She's gonna pull from deep, off the mark. Chris Hansen touched on it in our earlier webcast about, when you have the tools that an Amber Ramirez has, you always have to find a happy medium between finding your shot and using the tools that you have and being able to get buckets, being against an offense, but, balancing that out with getting others involved and making sure others are moving as well. Haven't really seen a whole lot of movement from Team 1 here in the past few possessions, and Ramirez kind of trying to take things into her own hands. And that playing into the hands of Evina Westbrook. That's really kind of sat down in that chair and kept Ramirez from getting to the rack. Past few shots for Team 1 have been long threes. And while Ramirez can shoot that three ball at a high clip, we definitely want to see a couple more passes being made on the Team 1 side of things. So we'll see if they can do more movement, get more movement going on the offensive end. It's a good sign there. Aliana Squires drives to the rack. Ramirez has it up top. Takes the shot, knocks it down. If you look at the past few possessions, you've seen Ramirez take a cluster of three-pointers. We see her knock down that last one. That's a nice move there by Shanice Lewis. Showing her athleticism from the very opening tip. But it's not just Ramirez coming down and jacking up the first shot she sees. There's not a lot of movement taking place by Team 1 right now, as you can hear Check Me Out Showcase director Chris Hansen, imploring with the team to move a little bit more and get things going. Here's Johnson. Out top to Ramirez. As we see what movement creates. That was the first semblance of movement, you've really seen from team number 1. I'd say in this 4 to 5 minute stretch, and it creates a free throw opportunity just like that. Number 341, Emma Johnson. Walters kicks it out to Williams. Williams The shot goes up, touches the Space Needle, comes back down, all net. Dominique Williams with the 3 ball. Williams, nice bounce pass and the finish. Number 111, Lacey Hall. We have a couple substitutions. Speaking of the Space Needle, anybody planning a trip to Seattle or this area over the next few weeks, if you want to go there, make sure you get your reservations ahead of time. I waited till the week of, and in hindsight, not the best decision, as they're booked solid. But a great silver lining is the level of talent we've got here at the Check Me Out Showcase. It's been a great couple games so far. Emma Johnson with the block. Lewis with the 3-pointer. Good hustle there by Mylani Henson. Gonna knock that ball off of the knee of Lacey Hall. So it'll go back over to team 1. Here's Clabby with it, cross court. 3-pointer off the mark. Rebound inside there by Hull. Shanice Lewis, another class of 2017 guard. You look at Lewis, number 45 here, who's getting the trip to the free throw line. And you look at number 422, Evina Westbrook, who's currently on the bench. You look at those two, and you got two of the better class of 2017 guards that you'll see here at this event. Full court heave would have been good if it went off the mark, so that'll do it for the first half. Thanks for joining us here on Prospects Nation TV. We'll take a short break and bring you second half coverage here from the Check Me Out Showcase here in Seattle. And we're about ready to tip off the second half. This Check Me Out Showcase matchup featuring Team 1 versus Team 4. Had a good first half. Some of the things I'm looking forward to here in the second half, other than the collective talent out there on the floor by both teams. I was looking forward to seeing more from number 422, Evina Westbrook. She's matched up against Maylani Henson now. Saw her guard the smaller but very talented Amber Ramirez there in the first half. Here it looks like she's going to be matched up against Henson, and she gets a steal right off the bat. Runs the floor, finishes, potential and one there, no contact called, but Evina Westbrook very efficient here so far here in this matchup. Ramirez pulls the deep three. So we're seeing a lot of great players make each other even better with the competition aspect of things. Westbrook scores. Ramirez comes back, knocks down the three ball. Westbrook runs the floor and gets another deuce. Getting involved in the act here, Amira Abraham knocked down a couple threes in our earlier webcast as well. She gets that tray ball to go. Henson, that pass intended for Abraham, but Team 4 is all over it. Good patience there. Jamie Loera with the bucket. Nice defense as we see the pocket picked there by Westbrook. A little bit too strong on that pass by Tarisha Banner. Or pass intended for Tarisha Banner, I should say. But we're seeing Westbrook really be a handful on both ends. Ramirez kicks it to Henson. Henson, good defense, better offense. Maylani Henson, another bucket from the perimeter. Access denied there by Carly Ratowsk. She swats it away. Here comes Ramirez the other way. Henson's calling for it. Ratowsk has a mouse in the house. But good defense there by Banner to knock it away. Kicks it to Westbrook. Westbrook's first jumper of the game. Splash. And for those that aren't familiar with Westbrook, yes, ladies and gentlemen, she's a class of 2017 prospect. We've seen her finish in the inside. We've seen her run the floor. What she's done on the defensive end to really try to disrupt what the other team has going on has been well documented throughout this game as well. That was my first jumper that I've seen her take, and she splashes it from the corner. So nothing but good marks so far for Westbrook. But a good take there by Addison Walters. Walters, a great shooter, but able to get to the rack there. Praise for her basketball IQ as well. Pass intended for Henson. Walters is all over it. Has it poked away by Ramirez, and Henson's going to have an easy layup drill. Nice defense by Ramirez. And Ramirez showing even more poise as the game continues. Westbrook has done a good job defensively, but Ramirez still trying to get others involved and not making it a one-on-one thing, even though it's a fun individual matchup to watch. Persistence pays off on the inside. Number 425, Audrey Weiner with the bucket. Weiner, Georgia Elite representative. Representing the Peach State out here on the West Coast. Henson going to be fouled there by Walters. Henson will take a breather. She's lit the perimeter up so far here early on in the showcase. Things get no easier for Ramirez. She was guarded by Westbrook. Now she has number 45, Shanice Lewis, in guarding her. Now Williams has to guard her. Advantage, Amber Ramirez. Loving it. Loving it there from Walters. I've mentioned IQ multiple times. I've mentioned her jump shot and her ability to knock it down, and she's really been using that to get defenders to bite on the shot fake and get to the rack. As we see Ramirez tickle the twine with that deep three. Play heating up. Walters no good on the jump shot with Tao's pass intended for Ramirez, but Lewis is all over it. We're gonna have a trip to the free throw line here by Weiner. It's a 33-45 ball game in favor of Team 4. They're in the black jerseys. As the Peach State ball player Audrey Weiner knocks down the free throw. Ramirez, elbow jumper. She's cooking. All over the defense there. She blocks that shot by Lewis. Quick of a player as Lewis is, not an easy task. And getting it to go on the other end. That's number 553. That's Bianca Velasco. So nice stretch being put on here by Team 1 over the past couple minutes. It's a 37-47 ball game. Team 1 still trails by 10, but definitely showing signs of life to say the least here in the past couple minutes. Amber Ramirez, a big reason why. But it's not just Ramirez. You saw Velasco knock down the three-pointer. They picked up the energy and the movement on the offensive end. It's number 124. Giovanni Flowers checks back into the game. We've been able to see her prowess on the perimeter here so far today as well. A couple substitutions back into the game for Team 4. Number 62, Jamie Loera. Loera and number 422, Evina Westbrook, back into the game. The hesitation and the layup. Shanice Lewis. One of several players here today that I would not want to run a 40 against. Lewis. The Red Sea parted for her. She gets all the way to the third level. She's fouled, but she'll go to the line and shoot one. Team ball being played on both sides here in this stretch. It's been fun to watch the past few minutes. Amber Ramirez has gotten going for Team 1. Nice touch there, number 343, Shayla Smothers. Smothers has been able to finish and given the opportunity to do so. Ramirez gets it over to Abraham. Back to Ramirez. Henson is going to be fouled by Smothers. Henson, another player I've definitely been impressed with here at Check Me Out. It's one thing to hear about what she can do on the perimeter. It's another thing to see it live and direct here. And we appreciate you joining us here on Prospects Nation TV to see it for yourself as well, as we see Westbrook 0 to 100 real quick. Can't get the shot to go though. Rebound by Henson. Gonna kick it out to Abraham. That's a good look. Just off the front of the rim. 2 for $1 sale on three-pointers, and Amber Ramirez cashes in. That pass was intended for Smothers. Looks like a case of zigging, and maybe she should have zagged. And it's going to go out of bounds. It's a 40-51 ball game, still an 11-point advantage. 14-4 here in the black jerseys. But Team White trying to get it going. Pass intended inside for Flowers. Foul going to go against number 64, Banner. The three-pointers off the mark. Rebounds brought in by Banner. She gets it to Westbrook. Nice defense there by Ramirez. Westbrook gets the offensive rebound, saves it. But unfortunately for them, it's right to Briggs. Banner going to be called for the foul.
Hey, 1 for 3. 1 for 3. 1 for 3. Shoot 1 free throw. He didn't get out.
It'll be 3 free throws, and there was some discrepancy, but that was taken care of quickly as the man with the plan, Chris Hansen, says it's a 1 for 3 scenario. So 1 free throw knocked down. 3 cashed in. There by number 265, Kylie Johnson. It's Team White trying to rally, get this W. Nice kick out there by Westbrook. Shots off the mark. Ramirez drops it off for Henson. Henson, no good on the shot. Nice job of getting back on defense there by Team 4. Nice bounce pass there by Westbrook, unable to hold on to it. Kenzie Gardner running the floor, unable to hold on to it. Good hustle. 8-point ball game. Advantage, Team 4 here in the black jerseys. Just over 4 minutes left to play here in the ball game. Banner continuing to play hard on defense. Banner, number 64 there in the black jersey. Give her credit for the hustle she's shown on the defensive end. Has picked up a couple fouls in the past few minutes, but has kept that intensity. There we see her help force a turnover. Team 4 will get it back. 8-point advantage for them. We approach the 3-minute mark. Gardner turns the corner. Good shot, can't capitalize, but Westbrook says, give me that. Kisses it off the glass for another deuce. Westbrook continuing to have a good game, defending, scoring, rebounding, finishing. Should get a much-deserved breather. There's Velasco, pass intended for Henson. They're all over it. That pass stolen away by Walters. Got the finish on the other end, number 125, Amari Clinton. So shot, Henson's going to be fouled on the play, so that'll send her to the free throw line. Here's Lewis. Nice defense by Ramirez, her second block of the game. Subbing in for Team 1 in the white jerseys, number 341, Emma Johnson's back into the game. Clinton attacks the rack. These fouls should go to the line to shoot the 1 for 2. 2-minute mark approaching, still a 10-point advantage for Team 4. Clinton, good on the free throw. Emma Johnson is back behind everybody, but good recovery by Team 4. Nowhere to go there along the baseline. Johnson will just throw it off the leg of Hull. Ramirez to Johnson, back to Ramirez. Ramirez turning the corner, drops the dime. Ratowsk with the finish. And one here gets you the deuce and the 1 automatically. Nice defense there by Johnson. Johnson has somebody behind her. Nobody yelled wolf, but she's able to keep it. Ramirez with the hesitation. She'll bring it back out. There's Henson guarded by Walters. Been impressed with Walters on the defensive end in this game. But Henson says kudos for the defensive effort, but to no avail there on that possession. At the stop and pop mid-range, a splash by Henson. Dominique Williams looking to go to work. Good bucket by Williams out of Boise, Idaho. Nice cut by Henson, defined by Ramirez. Too strong on the shot. Bertaus wrestles it away from Williams. Henson's been cooking lately. Tries to pass that one inside, but Dominique Williams able to get the steal. Sorry for that mishap, but with me being from the Atlanta area, I think you guys could give me a mulligan. I'm saying Dominique Wilkins there instead of Dominique Williams. I got it corrected, but coming away with the victory here in this one, Team 4, solid game. Appreciate you joining us here on Prospects Nation TV, powered by the SUV. I'm Marcus Burnett. We've got one more webcast here from Court 1 on day 1 of the Check Me Out Showcase. Be sure to stick with us.